Welcome to the Solid Movie Review. This is Ash.
This is Tamari.
This is Cam, and so every weekend we go to the movies and we watch a movie and we review it for you in a full-fledged how we feel about it and have the discussion. Now, recently, I was able to go to the new Fusion Superplex, man. The big focus of this Superplex, even though they want us to know that it's more than just movies, it's that big screen. That big IMAX screen.
That's the only thing that matters.
What they got up there, man. We've been thinking about it for quite some time, man. And it's almost there. And we were lucky enough to get that first tour and go in there. And I think it's gonna be another tour. All of us gonna get to really see what's up with it. But
yeah, seeing that me and Amash, she couldn't go. Give us a complete run through, like everything from you enter the front door.
Yeah.
From when you sit down to what you eat, I want the complete run through.
Wait, don't hold back no description.
No. It ain't gonna be no hold back, man.
I've been excited about this. I see them from I figured out what they was trying to do with that big building. I've been excited for this. So give me the run through.
Right. So just walking into the complex, when you see the scale, when you walk in there, it isn't as big as you would think it is.
Yeah.
But it's big as you think it is, even bigger. Like it has this.
That don't make no sense, but okay, that's cool.
No, it has this architecture that when you walk in, at least they were still in the construction phase, so it's parts that you couldn't really take pictures of, or you couldn't get the real feel of how it's gonna look. But the space, it looks big, but then the architecture is designed for everything to not feel overwhelming. Like when I walked in there, I wasn't overwhelmed. Like, oh, how am I gonna traverse this whole building? It's escalators up and down. You know what I'm saying?
If the place has escalators, that means it's pretty big.
Yeah, but it's designed in a way it doesn't feel like, oh my God, I can need a wheelchair
I can get lost
if I'm going to spend the whole day in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's up and it's down. First off, we started off in the regular theater. No, we actually went in the XS theater. So the XS theater it's called XS3, and it's the largest seats. Like me, we need these big seats, right? So, when we go to the movies now, we always just hope we in a particular theater to get the nice seats with, you can lift up the arm and get a little bit extra space, right?
Just be comfortable.
And be comfortable. In the XS3, the screen is bigger. It's a bigger screen and it's bigger chairs. And, the chairs, they really do lean back. The feel of them, it doesn't feel like a regular. It's a really comfortable recliner type
lazy
of
boy
chair.
Lazy boy.
It's not full of lazy boy, but it's much bigger than a regular seating. And I have to admit, because we was waiting on ZNS to reach for the tour. Y'all need to do better. We always was waiting, and I legit almost fall asleep when we was about to really get going. I legit almost fall asleep. And just in that one, I was like, yo, this is a big screen. I almost, in my mind, I was like, this the IMAX? No, but this still a big, nice screen.
Yeah.
It's bigger than anything we used to now.
That's a good sign, though, because if you had to question yourself, that's a good sign.
I almost questioned myself. I really did. I haven't been in an IMAX theater since 2012 or 2013 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I went, I was like, yo, this is a big flipping screen. You know what I'm saying? So we came out of there and we went into the regular rooms. The regular rooms are bigger. The chairs are bigger than what we used to. So the XS was, I thought, I was like, okay, this is a reasonable upgrade. The regular rooms is okay, it ain't as big as the XS, but it bigger than what we used to.
You saw that.
You know what I'm saying?
When you say regular, this is a next theater, or?
Yeah, this is another theater. It's like a regular seating. It's it's more closer. It's most closest to what we used to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So these would be the cheapest tickets, and the owner was talking about $14.
That's good.
That's good.
Right? They're talking about $14 for that seating.
How many actual screenings they have there?
Screenings, they have 9 cinemas altogether.
Altogether, okay.
Yeah, so they have 9 cinemas altogether. IMAX. We talked about the XS3. That's the extra one, the little bigger one, and then the regular. And they have 2 VIP theaters. You know what I'm saying? So next we went into the VIP 1 and VIP 2. Now somebody leaked these pictures I think some construction workers leaked these pictures before, but the VIP 1 and 2 is just, if you see in those pictures, is these, they focused it around couples. So the seatings in VIP are all coupled off.
Yeah.
At least the first VIP. They're coupled off, and it's going to be butler service. That one is a straight up recliner. Right. You know what I'm saying? And
you're trying to take date night to the next level.
That's what I'm saying. And they say, yo, you could get a blanket, you could get
someone getting pregnant.
Don't say they said that, but you get a blanket, and the seats are designed, they're spaced in a way that when you sit down and the butler comes, they can have space behind the other person without, even being near the next seat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like they're spaced in a way, and like the scope of all the theaters, you don't have to think about no one blocking your vision in any theater.
Nice.
Oh, so I keep on saying butler, right? So they serving food, or
they're gonna be serving food in the VIP theaters,
okay,
and in IMAX.
But
and I can tell you more about the IMAX.
They give you like any inclination what the menu could be, or
no, they for the VIP service, no. But they did say they have 2 restaurants. One is called Edge. It's on the balcony overlooking, the lake and all that good stuff. Yo, the view crazy. The view crazy.
Wait, for me, watching Captain America, eating peas and rice in my crew.
that would be solid.
It's grab salad.
I'm wondering what the price is. I don't mind paying it.
But they said like so it was Edge, which is like the more hangout loungy, overlooking. Come and get nice sandwiches and nice stuff like that. They did say that those restaurants kind of would be in a cyclic between the VIP, because the building is designed where when the butlers come out of one theater, they can end up in another theater, and then they could end up in like the kitchen.
Yeah.
So all of that is tied where the butlers just go like this around the different theaters do the butler thing. You know what I'm saying?
So those restaurants, they said anything about any alcohol being served?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. Like, from what I heard, like, these founders, the founders are cool dudes, right?
Yeah.
They cool. And, they're straight up, like, there's going to be tears of the whole thing. Like, it isn't a kiddie thing, straight true.
Okay, cool.
Like, there's legit going to be a place where you could drop off, the little kids. Yeah. And, like, you could sign. And they talk about having biometrics, that you could link the biometrics to you and your child. So, someone else can't come and say, that's my child. You have to link the biometrics, I guess straight up with the signature or whatever else they do. But they talked about biometrics.
I guess that's cool,
which was pretty cool. And so we was on VIP 1 and 2. The first VIP was a couple thing, and the second VIP was even lusher. You know what I'm saying? Like the first VIP was like the nice recliner seats, but the second VIP had like trays, like table trays, turn in front of you.
Yeah.
And they had privacy screens.
Wow. Yeah.
And the whole shebang. So these two VIP theaters, they crazy. Like so I guess the VIP theater with the couples, imagine the privacy screen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's even more total immersion. You know what I'm saying? So
they talk about pricing on those.
The VIP they did talk about pricing. It was more, I think, like $35.
That's it?
Like, don't quote me. Yeah, but I think 35 was the number he spoke about for the VIP.
What about membership fees?
The membership fees, they're gonna be tiers. And see, this is the thing when people talk about the money, right? And people's like, boy, who gonna pay this every week and all that type of stuff?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, because we into that. But like, they make it seem so seamless because it's going to be these cards that you get. And you get points and rewards for doing stuff around the Superplex. And you could pay based on, like you could pay yearly if you want to for the membership fee. And you could...
Like, that's good for us because like you say,
we always could be in the movies.
Every weekend.
Every weekend.
We try to watch a movie.
Yeah.
So that's
you
good.
Could be in there.
Sometimes too.
See, and the thing is, you're gonna get one. I think they say once you register, you get a membership card straight up. Anyway, right? So you get a membership card straight up, and it's gonna be tiers. So I guess a regular tier and like a gold tier, and then the VIP, like the platinum tier.
Yeah.
And you could everyone's gonna start at the regular, and as you go, you build up points, and you could get into the next tier, meaning the bigger theater for like with the card or into the VIP areas. You know what I'm saying? Just starting off and just going and doing your thing, or you could straight up just jump into the VIP and have your VIP experience. And like you talk about the alcohol, like them VIP areas are gonna be 18 plus.
Okay. Cool. The reason I ask is because sometimes
no kiddies.
No, the reason I ask is sometimes some trash movies, you need some libations to actually get
Yeah,
into
I mean,
so,
I can actually think about like being able to have that option to go into some movies, you know what I'm saying?
This whole month of August, I wish I was drunk to watch all the movies because it's been a terrible.
Yo, this has been a terrible month for movies, especially that last thing we reviewed.
What I really want to get into is like the 40X.
The 40X. That was next up.
Because I watch a bunch of like, people Instagram posts and snaps, and it's like the chairs moving and it starts snowing. What's the experience with that?
Yo, it's walking into it. They was like, yo, go check out the 40X, and I was like, 4D. This that extra element. Yeah. So like I thought about the chairs, and I was just thinking like the chairs would vibrate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When we walked in there, it's for your foot, it falls out, and you put your foot on there, and you sit in the chair, and it's like, okay, I feel kind of strapped in, and then she is moved. Yeah, and she is moved, and like the only thing about it, the movement's intense, and I guess it's based on what you're watching as well. So that's just the seating part of it. Like
the horror movies.
The movement part of it could go back, forward, left, right, side to side, but you don't need a seatbelt. Like it isn't gonna jerk you hard enough for you to really fall out of the chair or what's not. But the preview we had, they put on this trailer. These people was having like this spy style negotiation, and they was tied up in chairs. And when that fella kicked that girl in that chair, that whole chair going back, bro. Like the whole thing, poof.
That's solid, yeah.
And then in that same trailer, like a car crash and roll over and stuff, and like you feel every single, bro.
That's solid.
It was intense.
Yeah.
At least in that motion capture side, it was intense. Yeah. And then on the other side, with that motion is the atmosphere and stuff. It's like air sprays left and right on your neck. So like. In that trailer, somebody zoomed past, and you could feel that air blow past you on that front, and it's mist in the chair in front of you. So if it's mist that comes straight at you in that way, and then it's the whole weather system up top.
That's cool.
They made it snow, they made it rain. You could feel the water. You could feel, like it isn't a lot. It's like that mist where as soon as it touch you, like it dry a little bit. They can make it cold, and the air they could push in there, it literally feel windy.
I have a question. With all those elements going on, does it take you away from what you were watching, or did it?
Honestly, in that trailer, I'm actually glad they played it twice, because the first time I didn't really know exactly everything was going on in that trailer. You know what I'm saying? But like that was intense, and I guess it was intense to show off the capabilities of the chair. But bro, the car was like, it was crazy.
Yeah. It's cool love all like the big like shiny stuff.
Yeah, shiny stuff.
But like at the end of the day, you felt comfortable in every theater you was in. Like it was.
No,
cool.
I felt comfortable in every no cap. No cap. I mean, we'll have to see how it is going forward. Like if people put gum on the floor and things.
I don't remember that.
But straight up, you feel comfortable. In the regular?
You felt cool. Like the air conditioning was piping. Like
oh no, that was thumping. That was thumping, bro.
Been situations I've been to the movie and I realized I sweat.
Sweaty, yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, boy?
Listen, like I honestly don't have no doubts, but like the regular theater, like I say. Like, I's a big dude. In the regular theater, I was like, boy, this up. This is up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It ain't as big as the XS, but it's still ain't
small.
It still ain't small.
Yeah, so it was like, beyond that, it's like, what about the concession stand? Did they show?
The concessions weren't up straight up, like with popcorn and stuff like that. I guess it's so easy to do, like that would be last. You know what I'm saying? Like the food court and everything was in setup, like the kiosk. And stuff weren't set up as yet, They're still in the construction phases, but the mainstays of it is pretty much done. they still were working on the reboot arcade, and there's gonna be two sections to the arcade. You're gonna have like more for the younger kids.
Yeah.
And then another section for the older kids. I see they got their VR room.
Yeah, I
set
like,
up.
I like that theme. Like it seemed like they trying to separate the older people from the young. Cause like as an adult,
Yeah.
I want to be around people little children.
No, it's actually
I try to
little
have
children.
fun. So I like that theme they trying to go with. They separating the adults from the children or whatever.
And like you could separate yourself from everybody. Like at least if we could be on that level of comfort, you could I guess pay a little bit more for a little more access to more comfort and more privacy.
Yeah.
And more, just that type of experience. But like my thought in there was like, boy, I literally don't have to leave this place. Like you don't have to leave in there for nothing.
So you could basically plan a whole day.
You could plan a whole day in there.
Different. Okay. With saying that, right? Other than the theaters, right? What else do they offer? I know I read up on the Starbucks.
Like they talked about having like I think 17 brands of things they doing. Like the Sub-Zero nitrogen ice cream. I think it's liquid nitrogen, and that lounge is gonna be connected with the Starbucks lounge, which will be the biggest Starbucks lounge in the country.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you could get your Starbucks and go around, do your thing, move through the the Superplex on that level, as well as the arcade, and as well as the the dining areas and the lounge areas like altitude. Altitude is more like the sit down dining area. It's a like big glass, and at least the concepts that we seen with the view that they had there, like all like the pillars on the wall, like they're gonna have digital screens on them. So like he talked about being able to propose and put "Will you marry me" on each pillar of the restaurant, overlooking the lake, and things like that. So altitude is like more that sit down, like that real deal dining.
We were the first person to do that.
Yeah.
I could be lit.
Legendary status.
We got a girl out there now. Wait, when Fusion open, try to be the first way.
Wait, just make sure she said yeah, boy.
Call them now. Call them now. Try and get up on there. But yo, like the view is crazy. Like Edge is more like the loungy, get a sandwich, take in the view, relax until the next movie. Yeah. Like people like us, we've been doing like the movie days, the extravaganza, where we watch 3 movies in a day.
One day.
Like you legit could do that. Like and something interesting what they was talking about is that like before we even talk about the IMAX, cause that's crazy. But before we talk about the IMAX, they talk about the app there, the app they developing. We gonna need to see it, but apparently. Like I could buy tickets. Like instead of us like, but where you is? Like you want me to buy a ticket? I could buy all 3 of the tickets and then link you guys to digitally, and you guys could pay digitally when you're ready.
Yeah, because someone was late.
Yeah, because
you're looking at me. I was on time, boy. But you always late.
What?
Wait, you're not in front of the camera, but you always late.
No, last time you was late. Last time you was the late one. You was the late one last time. But like you could be able to, like they say that you could be able to buy your tickets online in advance and like this friend share feature. Also, one of the brands that they told, I think it's 17 brands, is Time Play. Like Time Play is something, I guess when you're waiting on the movie, it's an app you download. And it's gonna be like I guess you've been to other cinemas before with that type of stuff, but it's on your phone and you could like play games with the screen. While like everybody is playing the same game on the screen.
That's actually cool.
The Time Play,
cool,
like the preview we saw is like a car driving thing. You could like answer trivia questions and get reward points for your card of the Fusion. The whole thing right there.
It's a real IMAX experience. That's what that is.
Right. Listen to me. It's crazy, man. But like when I talk about, they're calling it Sub-Zero and Celsius for the Starbucks and the ice cream Santa. So it's supposed to be like this whole Santa. You got the hot, you got the cold on that side, man. And what else is there? Play like they was talking a lot about the arena, but not a lot. Like me, into esports, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't talk enough about the esports, but they spoke about it being possible on these big screens. They have the space to do, these esports setups, and they say that the esports setups could be set up in different locations throughout the whole thing. When we were in the IMAX theater, he spoke about being able to use the IMAX screen to play games. That's crazy.
I watched a video with this guy. He played Fortnite on IMAX screen. That's crazy. Imagine that.
You gotta send me that video. Imagine but like, that. Like that's crazy. Like when the esports really start rolling, and we can bring people from the States, and then have that big, that big area and arena to really,
you could actually market
compete,
to really compete on that level now. Like, so that loyalty tier program is called Fuse. It's gonna be a loyalty program. You earn rewards for every brand purchase, online, offline, with levels, and the paid and free membership. So you could pay for your membership, or you could have a free membership and just build the points to get to the, to the next level, and all that good stuff.
It make more sense to pay for the membership.
Yeah. So the screen on the IMAX screen, like this was the last theater we were in, and we watched at least 4 trailers in there.
Like legit trailers.
Upcoming movies or.
Upcoming movies. We watched the new Venom trailer in there.
How's the sound system?
Well, I mean, I don't want to sound like a capping because I only know one theater right now, and from what I remember of an IMAX theater, IMAX going to another level with that 4D sound. You know what I'm saying? So it's sound everywhere.
I'm a big
vibration on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Vibration here. Like we actually watch a trailer of them demonstrating how the sound evolved. Like, so it was a whole trailer saying sound went from mono to stereo, and how IMAX just building this technology. And it was this trailer of planes, like in the back of you feel the rumbling, and then it comes straight forward out, and then it's like, bro, because I've had the problem, like in the last few movies I've seen, is like, the sound it didn't feel as strong. Like I could hear everything, but it doesn't feel like the punches wasn't like as you didn't feel them.
Yeah, you didn't feel fully immersed in the movie.
Like you didn't feel them.
I can't wish this is open when Dunkirk was out.
Oh, man. They should actually rescreen it. They should.
Yo, and Dunkirk won that Oscar for sound design.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, anyway, the man excited, but the screen is 80 feet. And they spoke about this being the largest IMAX screen in this region.
Good.
Largest in this region, and they're gonna have VIP, the VIP section in IMAX. So you could get, like, it's at the top, and you could get the butler service and stuff in IMAX, and they're gonna be the only people in the world doing that. A VIP butler service in an IMAX theater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't a VIP.
It's going to have 320 regular seats and 38 VIP seats.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feeling? Like, I come to the realization that I got to live my life, boy. I like to watch movies, boy.
Watch it in style, boy.
Watch these VIP. We got to watch these VIP, boy.
I don't mind banning the extra money.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, listen. Especially, like, even if it ain't every week, there's certain movies where we know
you have to watch.
We waiting on, and then there's other movies where it's like, okay, let's see this, and let's see how this is.
I know.
Let's check this out.
For sure, it could be open before Avengers 4 come out.
Of course, like.
And I've been looking forward to that movie since the last one, so I have to watch that in IMAX.
It's funny because me and my brother, we actually, like, movies we're dying to watch, those big blockbusters.
We
actually go away to watch them. So now we could spend our money here. So looking forward to that.
I actually do the same thing. Like, I didn't watch a movie because you're getting away soon.
Yeah, and you were watching IMAX.
So I don't have to do that no more.
Yeah. So, like the time frame they seem to be talking about was like 2 months.
So
not. I mean, I don't know if it's full completion, but this the timing. What I was hearing, like the whispers in the wall, was like 2 months.
The whispers always.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that 2 months is for the next tour.
I mean, but from the outside looking in,
but at least by summer next year,
they
gotta be open.
That far, but I have hopes that
that's the latest. That's the latest.
That's still far away.
Like from what I seen, that is the absolute latest. You know, like the construction is
give it a
done.
percentage. Give it a percentage.
Completion?
Yeah.
It's literally only parts that aren't tiled and like things aren't like set up.
So what, like 90% then?
On that level. I would say
80%.
about 92%.
I'm not ready by next week.
By 92%. Like it was only places where just needed tiling or some theaters
furnitures and stuff.
Just they still was installing 1 or 2 chairs, and I think one of the theaters, but like it was no theater that wasn't done. Like it wasn't no theater that we couldn't go in and see something on the screen. Like I think all of them were operational and working through. We walked through them, we sat in them. You know, we watched some trailers.
One more question: picture quality. Does the projector take up the entire screen, or you got that letterbox?
In what?
In any of the theaters you went?
In the regular theater, it's basically a little bit bigger than what we used to, but it's still big. You know what I'm saying? It's still that big screen.
I mean, is it full screen?
No, that's full screen. Like the regular one is a bit better than what we used to. Like that lower tier is still better than what we used to.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? And like the extra screen is bigger. Just like the sound, I think is more. They have more, sound in there because the XS3 sounds for extra sound, extra seats, and extra screen. XS3. You know what I'm saying?
I impressed with everything because I know when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, someone bringing the IMAX theater over here, that's cool, but I didn't know they was going to this extent.
Yeah,
they seem like they trying to like be the best in this region, like doing this because
the fact that this is the biggest screen in the region,
and then
bigger than the one in New York,
and like going away and watching movies in IMAX and like it was okay. It was good watching it in IMAX, but like based on what I've seen. The chairs wasn't as comfortable or whatever, and then like you don't know about the service, VIP. It was just the IMAX experience, but based on what I've been seeing, like this beyond that.
Hey, there's something else. Like there's something else. Like when people was talking, it's almost like yeah, they say that, but that ain't gonna be how you think that could be.
Yeah, but they showing improve.
You know what I'm saying? And but the thing about it is, like the founders told us, like. The construction is done. The foreigners have left, like that. That helped with this construction, and the Bahamians in now, doing their thing. So like, they almost up. And another thing that they're doing is it's called Project. What is that? Project Empower. And because originally IMAX was made for like museums and like teaching and education and stuff. Because the first, I think. I may have seen IMAX in like even young, like 2003. I think I saw a really big screen in a museum that I remember being like an IMAX. You know what I'm saying? So like they're gonna be working with the school kids, with the churches when they need to do different things like that. And I don't even talk about the events. Like they show us a downstairs area on the other side where like you could have weddings and all type of events, and you could host events. If you want to have like a meeting or something during the day, you could like take a theater or a space and set up a big PowerPoint presentation on the screen.
So this
like do a whole thing.
Like Marius Bowling Alley on like Super Croc.
Yo, Marius Bowling Alley is like a room. That's how I see. Like no shade.
But geez,
is like a room.
Yeah, compared to
this a building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like no shit. I don't know why you bring up another name, but that's a room. That's 4 walls. You know what I'm saying? This a building.
Complete building.
I understand. And the thing is, this is now I understand the Superplex part. I was like, they just being fancy.
Yeah.
It's in a complex, Superplex.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Like the only thing they missing is like a pool.
That's probably there too.
It's like so random.
Like a pool.
Like, oh, I guess coming movie.
You say,
I'm gonna hop in the pool now.
You say, oh, that movie was so hot. I mean,
cool.
Let me take a little dip. But if they want to take themselves over the edge, they would somehow connect to the lake and do a slide.
Yeah,
do a slide from there and just just right into the lake, and then they have all type of stuff to do on the lake. Hey, if y'all do that, I want my little corn, eh? If y'all get that idea, boy, but most definitely, yo, that was my first tour. It's gonna be another tour. All is gonna get to go on, and like we can bring the camera out and really show you guys everything that's going on and going forward. If you like us, you watching what we doing, you as movie lovers too, and you just as hype. But they keep on saying it's more than just a movie theater, and yeah, it's more than that. But hey,
it really is.
Hey, just make this park, eh? We VIP.
From day one, bro.
We doing everything VIP,
From day one.
Like now the 40X, I probably watch like select movies. I watch on 40X.
I
to be honest,
I don't know if you would know this, but like, let's say I was to go to Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
And I get a large vanilla frap. What can I be able to get in?
Would you bring it in? Yeah, I believe so.
In the 40X?
I believe so. In the 40X, yeah. The seats have cup holders.
Still,
the seats have cup holders.
To be extra, but we see them splashing.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't.
Probably not the 40X.
You been in the movies and see a Bahamian spell their food, but they just pay $1,000 for.
Popcorn, yeah.
No.
Popcorn,
I never see nobody waste no food in no movies. Yeah, bro. I never see somebody waste food in the movies. Nah.
Cause I get tired of sneaking food to the movies. I mean, if you're a restaurant there, they should be able to carry the restaurant.
You should be able to. Yeah, you should be.
No, but yo, wait, that's the thing, but like I actually scared because like as the type of person, like I wish like how I shop is a certain place where you shop, but you ain't gotta go nowhere else to do nothing.
Yeah.
So the fact that like I ain't gotta go to somewhere to eat and then go watch a movie and then do something else, it's like, bro, I scared because I ain't like I could be there.
Yeah, but you don't leave him, boy.
I could be there, but listen to me. So you know when you sit in the middle, it's a sweet spot, right? And when you sit in that sweet spot, it essentially overload because this is an 80-foot screen. You ain't seeing nothing else.
Just screen.
But screen. Right. If to your left, to your right, up, and down, you ain't seeing nothing but screen, way. Like you literally immersed in nothing but picture. And like it in picture, even though I mean pixels could work too, but in picture.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Picture. You know what I'm saying? And I almost was overwhelmed because it's like, bro, it's so much to look at. So much, it's nothing really to focus on. Like you have to let go of focus and just soak in everything.
Yeah, you fully immersed.
You fully in that, and like, yo, that was new to me. And in the IMAX theaters, the person in front of you, they're like the top of their head is literally under your knee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
like
you won't have like you don't have no type of worries. Like, and in the other theaters, like the top of their head is like maybe a little bit above your knee, but ain't nobody like at your chest.
So like if a boy 6 feet tall, 6'5", that would be a problem. Straight, okay.
You cool, like one thing and no like tall dopper. You know what I'm saying? But like the fact that you know, like them problems he's having.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. The problems he's having, man. Shout out to Bob. The problems he's having, ain't none of that, man. But yo, that's how I feel about the tour. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the little bit of sneak peek that we could give you. We could give you some more stuff when that comes up. Make sure to check out the next movie review that we're gonna do. That'll be out next week. And
maybe next week, maybe.
We can watch a movie.
All right. Then.
And we even gonna start doing classic movies as well as Bahamian movies. So you gotta listen in. Just keep on rocking, and we got more stuff for you, man. Solid movie review.
We out.
Say something.
Say shifty. You say shifty?
Well, I just happy Bob. No, this is on the million number. So I'll never forget that.
Man. But you gotta admit that.
Yo, that's the first time I ever saw somebody sit on the arm and actually watch the movie.
She was running all the way. She was running over.
He couldn't see.
The way she had on top of her head. But
And yo,
The woman
yo.
she had a 2 foot afro.
yo, it was funny because he sat on the arm and he's like, and then he just watched the movie. I was like, he ain't even run on like he ain't sucky teeth or nothing.
He was all the way to the box.
If he's all the way in the box, he ain't sucky teeth or nothing.
You gotta
He
make
sit on
do.
that arm.
You gotta make do. But
He's like, let me get comfortable.
My chair was slightly broken. And the whole time I was like, okay, if this fall,
And this was open seeing.
how embarrassing I could be. Because this was to break on me. So I had to like sit to the side a bit.
Yeah.
But I put no C in there.
Yeah,
Everything was
but-
cool.
throw the punches.
Yeah,
But,
it's cool. I ain't gotta deal with that no more. But like,
yeah.
I looking forward to that. But yeah, we out.
Yeah.
Most deaf.